Today we're going to work on our dot day project. You have a couple of choices. You might end up doing both of them. You might end up doing one. Our choices are you can do a CD design. We're going to draw on both sides of this and make it into like a hanging from the ceiling. Or you can do a post-it with a dot theme. These have all been collaged. You could punch out some dots and then do drawings on them if you would like to do that and put that on your post-it. We're going to put these together into a big poster to be displayed at the Waterloo Public Library during our dot day celebration. If you choose to do the CD, like I said, it's going to be both sides. I've started this side, I haven't finished it, but I did on this side. So remember, when you're doing these drawings, we're going to be using Sharpies, and we do have 3 different sizes. We have the really, the skinny one, the regular size one, and the thicker one. Keep in mind line weight while you're doing your drawing. I have these samples that I've used for the other class in the room if you want to look at any of these. But notice how even a simple drawing, when you make thicker and thinner lines, it makes it more interesting to look at. So kind of keep that in mind. Your other option is a post-it. So I have ready to do a collage, and I'm going to show you how I did that. So I have these hole punchers. They are going to be available in the room. You'll have to come up to the table to use them and then take your dots back with you. They're different sizes. You also have a regular hole puncher available to you in the class. So I have my post-it on here on a magazine sheet. I'm actually going to put it on a white paper so you can see it a little bit better, but you'll be using a magazine sheet. That way the glue doesn't stick to the table. So I'm going to start off with these are some bigger dots that I punched and kind of figure out where I want them. If you got one and it chopped it off, just use that over here and I'll end up cutting that off when I'm all done. So I have these different dots over here. So I'm going to take a glue stick, I'm going to turn them over, use the magazine sheet, get glue on everything. Let's see, I might do these. I'm starting with my bigger ones. It's totally up to you how you want to do this. And I have this other one I'm going to use. So I'm putting it down, get glue all over everything. Maybe I might overlap that one through here. And then I have a different size, a little bit smaller one. So I'm finding a different spot on here that doesn't already have glue. I'm going to make it go over here and I'm going to trim that down later. If you're going along and this guy has a lot of glue on it, just take the magazine sheet and fold it over and you have a clean side right there. Okay, so I think that's enough with those. I am going to add I have some ripped up strips. I just ripped these out. I like the contrast in them. And maybe might do something over here. I know this is going to get cut off because I'm going to trim this when I'm all done. So maybe I might have something go along here. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And then I have a different technique I want to show you for the hole puncher. Okay, and I might add this one like over here. You could, when you're done, add some pen lines if you would like. You could do some colored pencil too. So I'm going to use school glue to attach these dots. And that's what I wanted to show you real quick. So I have this. The school glue, most of them, the lids are clogged because people don't close them. So what I'm doing is I'm taking that off and I'm squeezing it up so I can get a toothpick in there. So I have toothpicks in the room. Just get a little bit of glue on there, not a ton, just a tiny bit. And then find your little dots like that. So I have glue on that, and I'm just going to flip it over here and kind of go like that. If there's a little glue oozing out, I just kind of brushed it with my finger. You could let it dry. Just make sure you're not doing that part right before the bell. Okay, make sure they stick. If you need to, you can use that other side of your toothpick to kind of push it down. I might need a little more glue on here. So again, I'm just using a toothpick to get that on there. Okay, and those are some options for gluing when you're all done. You could leave it like this and trim it the next day, unless it's our last day. Trim it ahead of time. So I'm just gonna flip it over. Take my scissors and trim anything that's not the Post-it so it doesn't go outside the square. Oh, that's gonna have to dry, it's a little bit wet, so I'm gonna leave that part right there. It didn't like that. So I have some other examples in the room if you'd like to see those as well. But that's how you do a collage.day Post-it.